What is up, friends of the program? Got another quick and easy video for you today. This is a 2013 Honda Fit. The left rear window, driver's side rear window, does not work. Does not work on the driver's master switch, does not work on the switch in back. Basically, it's been determined that, you know, the motor's junk in it. You could replace just the motor. I'm going to replace the motor and regulator as an assembly because it's much easier, it's a much better repair, and it's generally how you're going to find these parts most readily available is as one assembly. So that's what we're going to do. I got to bang that out, make a quick, easy repair, make a nice, easy day out of it, and let's get into it, show you how we get it done. Alright, so step one, getting the door panel off. You have a couple plastic pieces that got to come off first. This guy just kind of clips into place here. You get your trim tool or whatever and just pop that guy out of there. Get him out of the way. This piece that sits here on the door, same thing. You can just pry on it, get it to pop free. Just held in with some force from some clips, so pop that out, get that out of the way. And then you have 3 screws to get out of here. You got one in here, you got one down here, and then a third right through there. So you get those 3 out, and then you're going to want to get something in between the door panel and the door here. Just kind of pop this free. It's a little tight, so get your trim tool or something, pop this out, and then this whole panel should just come right out. Now once you get this nice loose and free, you can lift it up off the top of the door. You'll see the door latch there, still connected in back, so I'm just going to disconnect the cable, as you can see there. Still kind of hooked onto the ball detent there. So if you just undo that guy, we can remove the whole panel. Now in this case, I don't actually have to remove that for anything. I just need the door panel to come off. So you can slide it through this opening and just sort of, you know, let it hang out behind here. And then the only other thing that you'll have to disconnect is in back here. You'll see the wire going through. That connects right here to the window switch. So we'll just disconnect that. It's a little push and squeeze and release kind of deal. We'll get that popped off of there, and then door panel's free, and we can start moving forward. All right, so now we got to get this vapor barrier off. It's got this real sticky shit holding it on, so you can cut it with a razor blade if you want, or just kind of work your way around, especially on older ones. A lot of times it kind of just, you can see it's just kind of coming off of it, so just be careful. This stuff's pretty sticky if you get it on you, but we just got to pull this down and out of the way, so that way we can get access to our bolts and to our connection for the motor. Now, just to get a little bit more room, I've released the tabs holding the wiring. This connector, same thing, just a push and release up here for the locks. So I got that just so we could move this down out of the way. Like I said, this you can kind of move out of the way. You can disconnect it if you want, if it's easier. These 3 bolts hold the motor assembly in, as well as these 2 guys up here. But what we need to do first is get the glass in a position where, you know, we can take the 2 bolts out that are holding the glass to the regulator. It's tough to see on this setup, but essentially we have a window that won't go up or down, so how are we going to get it, you know, in a position that we can access those bolts? You know, that's the thing you have to deal with if your motor or regulator or whatever isn't working. So I'll show you how we do that. So kind of tough to show, but what I do on this, when, like, you know, you already know the regulator is getting replaced, you know it's bad, or the motor's bad or whatever, and you're replacing everything. If you cannot get the window to move up or down at all, then what I do is go in with a pair of dikes, diagonal cutters if you want to be proper, and I cut the 2 wires that go to the regulator cable. So you got one here, and then the other one I kind of just reached in here, pulled it out enough, you know, that I could get in here and just kind of snip them out of there. And then once those are out, just make sure you're holding underneath, because the window's going to drop when you do that. You don't want to break it. So did that, and now I got my suction cups holding here. You can use painter's tape or something too, whatever works for you, whatever you got available. But once that's done, you can kind of lower the track and move this track that's holding the window. You've got a bolt there, and you line the other one up through that hole there, 2 10 mils, pop that out, and now you have this all disconnected and free to go. So you got these bolts out, you got the 3 down here out, 2 off the glass. Now this whole unit, this whole piece here, can just be popped out here like so. You can see the broken cables there, and then you just pull it through this opening and disconnect the electrical connector that's holding it down there. And just kind of showing you now that it's out, this is where the electrical connector is, a little thing on top to push and just pull the connector off. It's a short harness. I put my arm through that hole and just reach down and grab it, disconnect it, and you can pull it out of this main larger hole here. And then this is it. That's your motor. That's your regulator. You can disconnect them. A couple bolts holding the motor on to the regulator if you were just replacing one to the other. I have an assembly. It's a good idea just to replace both. If one went, the other could. So that is what we are gonna do. All right, so once you have your 2 bolts secured in there, 3 bolts here, so you're all attached back up, motors connected, then what you want to do is release the suction cups or whatever's holding the window and kind of start to guide it down, so that it sits behind this black piece here, and then you'll have a bolt here, and it's kind of tough to get this one in. I mean, you can kind of see it. So what I usually like to do at this point, and it's a good way to check and make sure everything's working now too, is to grab your door panel and just plug the door switch back in, and make sure that it's actually working, and then you can lower it down a little bit to get this hole to line up for that bolt. All right, so just get that plugged in there, and then put the key on, and you can see that now we got up-down movement. You can line this guy up so we can get that bolt in there, and we've confirmed that the new part works. So now you can get this weather shield kind of pressed back in place, about as good as you can. I mean, it's probably not going to be perfect, but as long as it's there, it'll do its job just fine. So feed the wires back through this opening in the shield. Clip one in there, clip one in here. Make sure you plug this guy back in if you disconnected that, and then this will go to the window switch. Obviously, once we put the door panel back on, this will slide through as well, and that's basically it. Pop the door panel back into place, just kind of push the clips in, put the little trim piece up here back, and you're basically good to go.